everybody, it's Connie with SimplySimpleStamping.com. Thank you so much for being here for a Make It in Minutes video. Guys, today's card is so beautiful. I'm using a brand new stamp set called Lovely Friends. It is one of my new all-time favorites. I love those big, bold sentiments. I hope you do too. Let's get started with our ridiculously happy and ridiculously fast card today. So to make today's card, we always use minimal supplies when it comes to a Make It in Minutes. My cardstock today, I'm using Berry Burst. Guys, fabulous color. I have this cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25 inches. I also have the new fabulous Lemon Lime Twist, one of my favorites. This is cut 3.5 by 4.25. And then my Whisper White piece, this is 4.5 by 3.25 inch. I am so glad I ordered this new Lovely Friends stamp set. This has been a favorite of mine. I love to use big, bold stamps, especially when it comes to my greetings. And this definitely has some big, bold stamps. I want you to see, though, on the cover here of the stamp set, it's actually not true to size. So you can see these sentiments are actually quite large. So we're going to use the You Make Me Ridiculously Happy on our Ridiculously Easy card. And then we're going to be using the flowers and the little leaves as well. Now, I began by stamping my sentiment, and you can see it is really big, right? I went ahead and stamped that in basic black. I did that in advance because sometimes with black, especially on that super smooth white paper, you want to let it dry for just a little bit. So I've gone ahead and stamped that. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Berry Burst stamp set so I can start stamping my flowers. Now, before I do, I want to point something out to you. First of all, this is what happens when you use Berry Burst on photopolymer stamps, but you know what? You can see it doesn't leave anything behind. But what I wanted to show you is, do you see the little points that are here in the stamps? That is a guide to help me know where to stamp the 2 steps that come in this process. So when you're stamping, pay attention to the direction of that arrow. It's going to make your 2-step stamping go like that. So I'm going to begin with the solid image, and I'm going to ink that up in Berry Burst. And guys, I want to stamp that off first because that is awfully dark. I'm going to stamp that right there. Oops, looks like I missed a little spot, but luckily it's all going to get covered. We're going to stamp off again, and we'll add another one right there. And oops, look, I even caught a little uber there. That happens, not a big deal. I'm actually going to keep working with my Berry Burst stamp. And so guys, this little thing, this does happen. And I want you to kind of pay attention because what's happening is I'm actually a little too hyped up on coffee and I'm pressing a little too hard. So make sure you're using a really light touch and then we won't hit that edge. Now again, that's where my arrow was going. I kept it that way. Let's stamp right in the middle of the flower. And you can see we get a really nice kind of two-tone and a really great realistic flower. Let's go ahead and repeat that up here. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to come in with a crushed curry ink pad. And let me show you with, whoops, that's the wrong stamp. How about this one? We're going to do that exact same process. So I'm going to begin with the crushed curry stamp. I can see my arrows. I'm going to ink that up. I'm going to stamp off, and I will stamp one here. Let's repeat that. This is where you're going to start seeing why this card is a Make It in Minutes, because it does actually go together very, very quickly. So for the center of this flower, not stamping off, we're going to use that crushed curry. Aren't these colors just gorgeous? So we've got that done. Let's do one last thing to our flowers. I'm going to come back in with my black ink pad and look at this nice little dot that's going to go right here in the center of my flowers. And it really makes the black in this just pop. It's gorgeous. There we go. Now I want to come in with the Lemon Lime Twist to do the leaves, and I've got a little trick for you. So I didn't care for this leaf being, the stem being so long. I really just want the leaves. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to ink up just the edge of that. And let me come in, maybe I can even hide my little goober here. So we'll stamp that one right there. Whoops, there. See, wasn't paying attention. Stamp the whole leaf. Let me just clean that off real quick. I'm going to try that again, and I'm just going to stamp the leaves. Yes, Connie makes lots of mistakes too when she's stamping. Okay, so let me do that again up here with this big flower. So I have my 3.5 by 4.25 piece of the Lemon Lime Twist. And can I tell you a quick story about this? Do you notice how my, I didn't center my sentiment in the Lemon Lime Twist? Guys, I have to be honest with you. You want to know what happened? I cut my cardstock wrong. But I went ahead and went for it, and I actually love the way it turned out. You can see I just kind of brought that off center, and it works. So what a great way to use up a piece of cardstock that you messed up on. If you'd like to do a little extra stamping on the inside, if you've got a couple extra minutes, you can create the inside here. I just did everything that I did on the front, so you make me ridiculously happy. Yes, you. And this piece of Whisper White cardstock, this is cut 5 inches by 3 3/4 inch. I love how this card came out. I love the berry burst and the lemon lime twist and the basic black, just that color combination just went pow, right? And add just a little bit of that Daffodil Delight, and I'm telling you, this card is so much prettier in person. It's just so bold. I hope that you'll give this one a try. Now, if you'd like to see more images of the card, maybe get a close-up, see what the inside looks like, not a problem. Head over to simplysimplestamping.com and just look for the June 9th, 2017 blog post. I'll have photos there. I'll even have the complete supply list, all the measurements in case you missed them, everything that you need. And then if you'd like to order perhaps the Lovely Friends stamp set, it's brand new, it's fantastic. You can also get that there too. You're gonna see a list of my supplies. All you have to do is just click on the picture. It's gonna take you right to my online store. You'll be able to order what you need. Well, guys, thank you so much for being a part of my Make It in Minutes video today. I hope you'll give this card a try and send it off and make someone else happy too. It is a really, really simple Make It in Minutes. So thank you so much for tuning in today. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.